So they are saying that Tebogo Thobejane has refused to go into witness protection. So the authorities offered Tebogo Thobejane the witness protection situation, and she said no, she does not want to go under witness protection. Remember, you guys, she is like the main witness in her own case situation. Okay, attempted M. Okay, now we all know that Mr. Mahlala is behind bars. The wife got bail, and there are two other suspected Izinkabi that are behind bars. And remember that there's an article that I read a few weeks ago where Tebogo had been explaining that before the Essing, she had met the Izinkabi, but at the time she did not know that they were Izinkabi. Okay? But she still says that she does not want to go under witness protection. She does give her reasons, and we are going to talk about what her reasons are for refusing to go under witness protection. Now, you guys, before we do that, hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. I haven't been here in a while, but there is a video that I just posted, so please do check it out after you watch this video. Now, you guys, before we talk about Tebogo Thobejane, listen, okay? Sometimes you do not take the wife seriously. When the wife says, "Stay away from my husband," okay? Sometimes when the wife says that, what they really mean is, listen, and I really don't want to go back. But I can go back for you, honey. But I don't want to, okay? So just stay away from my husband so that I don't have to go back to campus. Okay? So it's up to you if you think that you can take the risk when a woman says, "Stay away from my husband." Sometimes it's a warning, okay? Sometimes it's the best thing they can do for you to say, "Stay away from my husband." I'm just saying. So, Sindi Makhathini just got into a car accident, okay? Yes, the Sindi Makhathini that we just spoke about in another video where Jackie Pamote had said, "Listen, it would be nice if you could stay away from my husband's DMs," okay? She was nice about it. She did not say, "You know what are you doing on my husband?" No, she said, "Listen, it really would be nice if you stayed away from my husband's DMs," okay? And Cindy was like, "Listen, I don't even know who your husband is, okay? I don't do the husbands. I don't do the husbands." She said that, okay? She said that, Sindi Makhathini. And Jackie was like, "Listen, I'm not going to have long discussions with you, girl. All I'm saying is that it would be nice if you stayed away from my husband's DMs, okay?" And Cindy should have been like, "I am so sorry, Jackie. I'm never going to be in your husband's DMs, okay?" But she was out here saying, "Listen, if you have the proof, why don't you post it? Why don't you post it?" And then Jackie just went quiet. And that was a dangerous quiet, because the next thing we knew, Sindi Makhathini was posting about an accident, okay? So sometimes, I'm not saying this is Jake, but I'm just saying sometimes, sometimes. And like this. This is Ukamp. Sometimes when the wife says, "Stay away from my husband," she's already doing this. She's like, "Stay away from my husband." And depending on your response, she might just take and forget about you, But sometimes you'll be responding in a way that the wife will be going like this. And then you'll be like, and then you get a car accident. You understand what I'm saying, okay? Because tell me, why is Sindi Makhathini having that car accident right after that confrontation with Jackie Pamote? Because let me tell you something, okay? Crashing into an electricity pole, into a bush that is next to a street, crashing into another car, there's so many things you can crash into. You crashed into a garage. Do you know how long the distance is between the road and the convenience store of the garage? Because she didn't crash into what you call the boxes where the petrol comes from. Where you pour in your petrol. She didn't crash into that. She crashed into the convenience store, okay, which is far away from the road. What was happening? Okay, why are you not putting your foot on the what is happening? Okay, so it does look like it's a situation, because why didn't you not break your car? And the car looks very new, okay? So for the rest of you, if you ever get a message from the wife to say, stay away from my husband, you have a choice, honey. You can be like, what husband? He approached me. But you must know that there are possibilities that woman is working. What she's saying, she's like, listen, I'm full of target, but I might just do it for you, okay? So Sindi Makhathini posted that she had just crashed, or had an accident, okay? The car is still moving, but that is just the least of my worries. The damage I made at that garage is too much, but I did cooperate with the police and the owner, and everything is still undergoing. Also, I want to thank the owner. He was so understanding, and the police did breathalyze me, and there was no alcohol in my blood. It was just honest mistake. She wasn't drunk or anything, but she crashed into a garage, and the car is still moving, which means that there's nothing wrong with the car. Okay? There's nothing wrong with the car, She said that the owner of the garage was very, very understanding. Okay. And I bet he's going to be very, very understanding because he's about to call the insurance. But should the insurance ever say that they're not paying, okay, he won't be that nice anymore. So expect him to not be nice after this. She also says that no one was hurt and she is still in shock, which is a good thing, you guys, that no one was shocked, okay? And she says, hey, God, please take over, okay? I'm tired, says Sindi. I will explain once I come down, but she had already explained. I don't know why she said that. Okay, I think the post must be mixed up, you guys. But yes, you guys, she said that she crashed into a garage. There's pictures and everything, which means that it really did happen. Maybe it is a coincidence that it happened after the back and forth with Jackie Pamota. But listen, if I was really in the husband's DM, and the wife said that, and then the accident happened, listen, I'm deleting the husband, blocking him, everything. I'm returning the gifts and everything if he ever gave me any gifts, because I'm not about to die for a man, okay? But we don't know, because Sindi Makhathini said she never sent no DMs to nobody's husband. Okay, so that's what happened to Sindi Makhathini. Also, you guys, Musa Kaula is back over there on Twitter, which is now X, okay? One of the stories that he did recently was to talk about whose name Sele. Okay. And I mean, obviously, Musa Kaula was in prison, so he's not really updated on what's happening with the Mstelego family, but he still did come with the story that people are saying that Usne, with her being pregnant again, which she's not, you guys, she's already given birth. Sne has her baby, okay? If you follow her on social media, you will know she broke up with her boyfriend because the boyfriend thought the baby was his, but it wasn't his. It was of an ex, okay? The baby has already arrived. I think they hid the whole pregnancy because maybe they want to make it a storyline on Uthando Nesembo in the next season. By the way, they are shooting the next season of Uthando Nesembo. So those who are saying the show is not coming back, the show is definitely coming back. So he was saying that Usne kumele aphuce inkomo. They are saying ukuthi fanele vele inanyathiselwe inkomo so that ezoyikusala. Says Musa Kaula. People were saying, listen, muphuceni inkomo usne, okay? So khona ezoyeka ukuzala. This is Ne's third child, you guys, okay? This is Ne's third child. The thing about Uthando Nesembo is that as much as Usne is so irritating, okay, because all of us that love Usne want Usne to get her life together, especially because she's not raising her second born. In fact, she's not raising both the kids that she has. the Utando, the firstborn, is being raised by Umacele. The second boy lives with her father. And you don't see Usne post that much with her kids, which just looks like she has other people raising her own kids. So with somebody like that, really honest, you don't expect that they're going to be just kululing more kids and more kids and more kids, because you're not even able to raise the kids that you have. What are you doing having more kids? Okay. So when you look at it that way, Vele Usne looks like, you understand, okay? Hopefully uvalile this time. But maybe akavalile, because other people believe ukuthi inzalo ayivalwa uma ungashadile, because what if you meet a man and they want to marry you and they want kids, honey? Okay, that's what people believe in, okay? But at the same time, you guys, I do feel like there is an issue of boys versus girls when it comes to Uthando Nesthembu, because had it been Mpumelelo that had yet another baby, nobody will have a problem with that. Even if Mpumelelo went and found another girlfriend and had a baby with that girlfriend, everybody will be praising Mpumelelo for having that baby. His parents will be praising her, but also the fans will be praising her. We have an issue with it because it is usne. That's the part that never really makes sense. If it's wrong for them to have so many kids outside of marriage, because both of them are not married, why is it not wrong for both of them? Why is it only wrong for Usne? But we also know Usne, in Dabayak is all going to come with drama, because how come you did not know that child was not of your current boyfriend, but of an ex? Why is your current boyfriend thinking the baby is his, but it's not his? Listen, you're too old for that age, Sneh. You're too old for that age. I think Sneh is approaching 40 at this point, okay? The fact that we're online talking about how the baby was, you thought the baby belonged to this one, but then it belongs to this one, it does not make any sense, okay? So maybe the people that are saying, maybe they have a point, but we all know what but she can always snip it, okay? If she was married, we would say the husband must do it, but she's not married, so she's having fun everywhere. So maybe she's the one that should do the snapping. You understand? So that's what's going on with Usne, okay? Also, you guys, there is this story Siga Nokwazi Ngubo. Okay, Nokwazi Ngubo is an actress that is being accused of fraud. Okay, Unokwazi Ngubo is married to Melusi Ngubeni, not Melusi, Mzwandile Ngubeni from the Ngubeni family. Okay, and we all know the siblings from that family are all walking in the straight and narrow. Okay, they never do anything wrong. They are never in any scandals. And here comes Nokwazi Shange being the Makoti with the scandals. Okay. The family is shocked with what's happening. Apparently, you guys, let me just read a little bit of what happened that led to her having this case, because they are saying that her court case has been postponed to January 2026. Okay, so it says here, in October 2024, while working as a casting manager of Rhythm City, the production company behind the show, Shange allegedly manipulated the invoices for agencies supplying extras. She is further accused of editing banking details and amounts. In the process, she diverted funds into an unidentified business reportedly linked to her, leaving the agencies unpaid. The accusation surfaced in 2024, and they prompted the Rhythm City to conduct an internal investigation. This led to a fraud case being opened against Shange, who first appeared at the Johannesburg Magistrate Court in March 2025. The case was subsequently transferred to Brixton Magistrate Court, where Friday's hearing took place. Shange was granted 5,000 rands bail during the initial court appearance in March. She remains out on bail as the investigation continues. Okay, so she also recently appeared in court, and the case was postponed to 2026. Okay, postponed to January 30, 2026. Okay, so this lady that looks very, very innocent, okay, married to that family. I believe that after the case also, you understand, okay? Because if your husband is marrying you thinking you are, and then the next thing you are, the marriage might not work. You understand what I mean? So She appeared in court recently. They are saying that it has been postponed to January 30, 2026. Okay. The first time that I saw this story, I was like, listen, this woman, she looks very innocent. But obviously, they must have proved that she did actually take the money in a fraudulent way. Okay. They thought they were paying suppliers, but they were paying her. Okay, and the extras were going unpaid because the money was going to her, and the production is not understanding what's happening. Why are people complaining that they're not being paid when the invoices have been paid? But she had changed the banking details in the invoices so that the money comes to her, allegedly. Yes, that's what's happening with this actress here, Unokwazi Shange. Okay. Now, you guys, let's go back to Tebogo Thobejane. So, Tebogo Thobejane is now kind of living a life where she feels unsafe because, of course, these people that are the most dangerous people in South Africa, apparently, are associated to her attempted M. Okay. So now the authorities or the law enforcement had offered Tebogo Thobejane witness protection because she's been repeatedly saying that her life is not safe. Okay, and I think even now she's not in the country because of that. Okay, now this is why she refused to go under witness protection. She says that number one, she does not trust the police. Okay, she says that so many of people in the SAPS work with the people that have been accused of this crime. She says that taking the offer to go under witness protection might actually just be her getting into a trap, because the people that might be allocated as the people that will be making sure she's safe might just be part of the syndicate. Okay, so she feels like she does not want to go under witness protection. That was the first reason. The second reason, she says that she is a content creator and earns her money through social media. Okay, and she says one of the conditions that they gave her for if she accepts going under witness protection was that she was not going to be allowed to post anything on social media. So she would have had to disconnect all of her social media. And she felt like she already is struggling to make a living. She has bills to pay and all of that. So how is she going to do that if they are refusing for her to post on social media? Okay. The third reason was that they had said that she's not allowed to leave the country, which obviously is already making it obvious that whatever witness protection they're putting her under would be here in South Africa. Okay. So she says that now she will not be allowed to leave the country. And if she ever feels like her life would be safer outside of South Africa, if she goes under witness protection, she will not be allowed to leave the country. She feels like that would not work for her. So she would rather just, do things the way that she's doing it, which is going outside the country every time that she's feeling like her life is in danger. She feels like the witness protection might actually be more dangerous for her than just her living her life and trying to protect herself on her own. Okay. She also goes on to talk about Madlangala Commission. Okay, she says that she also doesn't understand why the government is spending 140 million on Madlangala Commission. Okay, she says that what the government should be doing is paying the hospital bill of her friend. Remember when she was she was with a friend and that friend got more injured. I believe that she had a spinal cord injury. Okay, and right now she is using a wheelchair and the family is dealing with like medical bills. She says that her, so Tebogo Thobejane, and the family are the ones that have been paying the medical bills. But I was like, but that's normal. Whose medical bills are government paying? Okay. If you want your medical bill to be paid, you go to the public hospital. That's how we pay your medical bill. We just pay tax and then the tax goes to the hospital. So I'm just wondering there, I'm like, what did you expect that they're going to take the 140 million and pay? I did not understand, but she is saying that instead of spending that money in the Madlangala Commission, they should spend that money in paying her friends medical bill. Okay, I feel sorry for your friend, you guys, because imagine you were not even the target. You were just with a friend and you end up being the one that is more injured. It's a good thing that Tebogo is still helping the family, like she says. But I don't understand why we would think that the government will pay that bill. Okay, and I don't understand that, but she said that. Okay, listen, when it comes to the other 4 reasons of her not wanting to go into the witness protection, I understand, because I also think that how are you going to know, with so many people in the police force being implicated, how are you going to know that the people that have been given the duty to protect you will really protect you? I totally get it. Okay, the social media thing, you guys, I kind of feel like, I mean, if I was told that, listen, for you to be a little bit safe, maybe just, take a step back in posting on social media and doing the lives and all of that, I would definitely do that, because why risk my life? She says that the social media is now her main source of income because her acting career died a while ago because of this whole thing. Now I'm thinking, and when was the last time Tebogo acted? Because it's been a while. Was it really because of this that she stopped acting? I was confused there. Okay. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about today. Tell me what you think about this story in the comment section. But don't forget, okay, don't forget. If a wife says stay away from her husband, just imagine who come. Just imagine who come, okay? And make the right decision for yourself, okay? And they're also saying nefaneke inkomo ithungwe. And then unokwazi ngubeni, but she moved to Cape Town, but the case is still going on and being postponed to January. Okay, Tebogo Thobejane is saying, listen, the government should pay the medical bills of her friend. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngine thanda kakhulu.